Okay, so welcome to another episode of One Hot Topic. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is actually 11:54 Phoenix time, and I still have to wake up early in the morning. Tomorrow is gonna be Friday, so it's okay. I want to say it's gonna be an SLOW day, but in nursing you don't say that word, or else you will end up with a busy day. We don't want that, right? So, anyways, I've been looking into Nawat. I'm really curious about this guy. Who is this guy and what is his background? Whatever post that we have online about this guy, there is really few information about him. It's almost like they scrubbed the internet, or maybe I'm thinking there was not a lot written about Nawat prior to 2000 maybe. So Nawat was born 1965, and so if he was born 1965 and he was kind of rising up right in the world of commerce in Thailand and show business, there was probably not a lot of information written about him. Let's go ahead and look at Nawat, and I've gathered some information in here. So of course we know that he's so bold and he's so controversial, and that he built an entire pageant from scratch. He was born August 10, 1965 in Saduak, Ratchaburi in Thailand. So Ratchaburi in Thailand, I tell you, it looks beautiful. And here is one of those beautiful, stunning pictures. I'd like to go to Thailand and look at these places. Look at how beautiful that is. Like one that you see on postcards. So he said that he was raised in a modest house with 12 siblings. And I tried to look at pictures of siblings, of mom and dad, couldn't find anything. He often spoke about never being rich as a child, and that struggle became the fuel that pushed him to build a name in Thai media and later global pageantry. So I appreciate the hustle, right? Because that's what happens, is that if you were not born in a well-to-do family, that actually what would push you to the limits to make sure that you are able to provide. Right, it even says somewhere that he wanted to build his parents. I think he wanted to build his parents their own mansion and things like that. I respect his humble beginnings and what he did to succeed in life. So he graduated from University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce. So this is, let's see here, the International School of Management. It says in here, the University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce, UTCC, is the oldest private non-profit higher education institution, offering degrees in business administration, accounting, economics, humanities, science, communication arts, engineering, and law. So it is a place where academic theories and business experiences are integrated to produce graduates who can successfully meet today's business challenges. I mean, if I am this school UTCC, I will probably have Mr. Nawat on some of the commencement exercises or graduation to be a guest speaker, right? Because clearly, even though, like we said, love him or hate him, it looks like he did really good. He used his education. He already had his sides, giving him all the credit in whatever networking he had to do. So he began his career on Thai television as a host for exhibition show and Kon Theong Chan on ITV. I found this old picture of him, but I know this one. This looks like he is a lot younger. So then he later moved to Channel 3, where he appeared on popular programs like, in Thailand, they have Today Show as well, Tonight Show, and Pech Rama. It wasn't just hosting that is his specialty. It seems like he understood entertainment. And of course, more importantly, how to market it. And that's basically what he's doing. And, of course, a lot of the backlash is about his marketing strategy. It's what it is, though, right? It's what it is. Like I said, love him or hate him, he is a hustler. And he's going to do everything to market his products. He's got a huge empire. And we're going to go through that empire here in this video as well. Nawat launched Miss Grand International, or this MGI, in 2013. And this is what Miss Rachel Gupta was saying. Their slogan is "Stop the War and Violence." Also, in the same year, 2013, he also founded Miss Grand Thailand in partnership with Channel 7. So prior to this, though, he had been the national director and producer for Miss Thailand World. So I think it's Miss World Thailand under the BEC Tiro Entertainment, and he was there from 2007 to 2012. So after the MGI launching in 2013, it quickly became known not just for the glamorous stages, but also for Nawat, because he is so old as a CEO, right? And he never really stayed away from the spotlight. So for a very long time, I thought MGI's official Instagram was Mr. Nawat's Instagram. I don't know why. I just found out the other day, or was it yesterday, when I found out that they actually have their own MGI Instagram. So today, far, far away from his humble beginnings, he lives in, I think they said, 100 million baht villa in Bangkok, and it has really nice and decorative wood interiors, and they said it also has gold-plated decorations. As of April 2025, his net worth is estimated to be $30 million US. And this is thanks to 42% stake in Miss Grand International Public Company Limited, so that's MGI PCL. And MGI PCL owns a lot of company from beauty, media, health, and talent industries. So looking at MGI as a business powerhouse, their core business segments and products include commerce, talent management, I would say entertainment and media, and of course, beauty pageants. For commerce, they do have cosmetics and skincare. They have brands like Beautylocks, okay? So this is Carmart. I think this is a Thai online shopping. So Beautylocks by KMGI, and you will see that's Charlotte. And I think these are some of what they are advertising on their live TikTok marketing segments or episodes. But as far as it is listed on Carmart, there are 16 products for Beautylocks. Okay, they also have this company called Velora. These are items made with diamonds and gemstones and expensive metals probably, and they go by this brand Velora. And I know this is the correct website because it does say in here MGI. Let's look at the shop, the rings. Let's look at the rings and see what items they have here. Beautiful, like out of stock. I think everything is out of stock, is it? Okay, that one is not out of stock. That looks cute. Out of stock, so that is your rings. Let's look at their bracelets. How did the bracelet look like? Oh, I love this one. Oh, that is out of stock. Look at how beautiful. That color is so beautiful. Out of stock, so everything looks like they are out of stock except for these two here. But this one is beautiful. Okay, and one more. Let's look at necklaces. Here, I wonder how much is this MGI necklace that they have. Oh, it is also out of stock. They only have 3 items and it looks like they are out of stock. Okay, so that is for their jewelry. And then of course they also have what they call the nung ngum. Okay, and when I search for it, it is for this product that they have here. Okay, so you will see too that these are all the products that they've been advertising. So these are definitely not chili paste, but it looks like some processed food here. I'm not sure if these are beauty products, maybe lotion and things like that, soap maybe, lotion. There is coffee in there is collagen in there. I think that's a facelift that they have. There is some soap here too. Other things, there's a green tea, and that's Charlotte again in there. I'm not sure if that's Engfa, but they do have those products, and I've seen that being advertised during their TikTok lives. And they have the Miracle Lifting Advanced Peptide Face Serum. Okay, they have sunscreen, serum lifting and whitening. Okay, and they also have a toothpaste. And then that's the company that they have, Nung Ngum. And then underarm serum, and that's for lifting and whitening of the underarm. Still same thing, lifting and whitening. And again, of course, a lot of beauty companies in Asia, and you'll look at the department store. When you go to department store or drugstore, a lot of their soaps and beauty products says skin lightening, skin whitening. And then again, anti-melasma and dark spot cream, sunscreen serum. Okay, and a Miracle Lifting, I think that's the same product from that second slide. And this one doesn't have an English translation, but it looks like it is something edible. Ooh, and it has chili on it, right? So I think it's something that you can put, like maybe like spices. It has garlic that I can see. I would probably love to put it on my food. Okay, and collagen. Yeah, I told you that's Engfa. And coffee. I have not seen this one in any of the Asian groceries here in the US. And also this one I think is seasoning maybe, right? I think it's seasoning. Okay, and again, next serum. I think I saw them in one of the group TikTok live that they have. I think I saw them marketing this next serum. Perfume. I think these are perfume. Yeah, yep, they are perfume. Okay, and again, the Miracle Lifting. And then they also do aesthetic medicine. So they are providing beauty and wellness services through subsidiary clinics like Grand Clinic Company Limited. And what else do they have? Talent management. So going back here on this page, and this is missgrant.com, and then they talk about their business. Of course, their number one business, at least, here it looks like it's their pageantry. It says local and globally. And then they also have their talent management. And it says the winner and runner-ups of Miss Grand Thailand and winner of Miss Grand International is an artist under the company to perform access received, such as reviewing products. Okay, I see that. Reviewing products, I'm sure that is on the contract. MC, okay, host, events, and modeling and acting. Okay, Charlotte is there, Engva is there, and some other beauty pageant probably winners that they had before. They go by again under that MGI Public Company Limited, so MGI PCL. And of course they do that commerce, like we said. We went through the products, and they have a lot more other products in here on the other page. And of course they have media and experiences. It says the media is one of the strongest points of the company, since the founders are experts who were experienced by working in the entertainment industry, such as, okay, there you go, Today Show, Kun Toys Kitchen, and Petrama. Okay, and nowadays audiences can follow activities on the Grand TV YouTube channel. So they have a Grand TV YouTube channel. I have not looked at that channel as of yet. So, but that comprises their entertainment and media. So for commerce, that is about 40.86% of their revenue comes from those commerce and selling products that they have. about a little bit over 20% comes from their talent management, and on entertainment and media, that is, they said about 20%. And then guess what? Only 12% of the revenue comes from pageantry. Okay, and we'll look into why, if it's only 12% that they are bringing in from pageantry, why is it then that we have several now that are Asian business corporation owned international pageantry organizations? Moving forward to 2025, so this is just early this year, Mr. Nawat made headlines when MGI PCL acquired the Miss Universe Thailand franchise. And this is from Anne, from the JKN Global, and they got it for $5 million US. That made Mr. Nawat the appointed executive director of Miss Universe organization. Okay, again under Legacy Holding and JKN. Of course, comes his success are lots and lots of controversies and criticism. Yes, he has built one of the most talked about beauty pageants, which is MGI, but he's got a lot of public feuds and, of course, shocking resignations and also dethronement that just happened. So the first one, or the most recent one, is Rachel Gupta's explosive resignation. Or if you are pro MGI, Rachel Gupta's dethronement. She did drop a bombshell, and that she is saying that she is officially resigning, citing severe mistreatment during her reign, which is around only 7 months, I think. So she released that 56-minute video in YouTube, and she accused the MGI organization of harassment, I think manipulation, body shaming, and then she also stated he was asked to promote low quality products that she described as cheap. Again, she also stated that she was frequently criticized for her weight. Even more shocking, she said that she was almost pressured into signing a one-sided contract. And then when she tried to renege it, MGI rejected her request or her renegotiation. And they said, well, if you don't agree with what the contract said, then you'll just have to give up your crown. And this was just after winning. I'm not sure if it's the same night, probably not, maybe the next day. That was when she said that she looked at the contract and she understood what the contract is saying. She wanted to, talk to them, discuss about it, and they said no. That's what she said. Okay, now going to 2023 is the public shaming of Nikki Deora. Did I say it? Or Deora? Sorry. It's this one. So Miss Grand International founder calls Nikki Deora very unprofessional. Philippines chose the wrong candidate. Nikki failed to place in the top 20 on the 2023 MGI pageant. And Nawat publicly called her out and said she was unprofessional. So he said that she was difficult to work with. She didn't want to do anything. She was very disrespectful. I think in one video he even said, "I'll give you $1 million," and tried to work with her. He really had it with Nikki Deora. So again, the Filipino fans at that time, this was in 2023, they came to the defense of Nikki, of course, like we always do. They called out Mr. Nawat's habit of attacking contestants post-pageant. We'll never learn our lesson because now we're okay again with CJ Opiasa until he does something again. Okay, so Miss Vietnam comment. This is another one of Mr. Nawat's scandal. So this was back in 2022. Mr. Nawat, the president again of Miss Grand International, made a very controversial remark during his live broadcast, explaining, and he does this live TikTok live. I don't know why he loves doing that, but he loves to be online and just commenting and talking to people. And sometimes when it's not scripted, you would say things and you go, I wish I did not say that. But of course, it's live and people are recording it, and so you would say things and you cannot go back and fix it. So anyways, during one of his live episodes, he was trying to explain why Miss Vietnam An Thien Duan did not advance to top 10. And so he said that she had a long torso and short legs, which he suggested did not meet the ideal body proportions typically favored in international beauty pageants. Can you believe that? And of course, that comment was wildly criticized, not just by Vietnamese fans, but everybody. Even I would think that that is disrespectful. The backlash was so significant on social media, and a lot of people were accusing Mr. Nawat of being so unprofessional and overly superficial in his evaluation. Okay, and also it started discussions about body image standards in pageantry and the need for more inclusive and respectful judging criteria. So as I was looking at An Thien's Instagram, I'm like, I don't see what he's seeing, okay? I see a beautiful lady in here, just perfect. I saw a picture. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. I mean, look at that. Does that look like she has short legs? Seriously? Let's go down a little bit more. Right? I mean, why would you even say those things? And again, it is a live show. Sometimes when you are doing some live show, you just say things and you're gonna go, oh, I should have not said that. Aside from that, feud with Filipino fans, this Mr. Nawat, I tell you, in 2018, he is accused of being critical and has even insinuated that our Miss Catriona Gray's Miss Universe win was rigged. The Miss Grand International organization and its current title holder, Clara Sosa, found themselves in hot water after the pageant fans perceived that one of his Instagram posts saying a "Mabuhay real cooking show LOL" as directly referring to the results of the Miss Universe 2018 held in Bangkok, Thailand, December 17. Okay, on the day of the Miss Universe competition, the official Instagram account of Miss Grand International uploaded a photo showing Sosa and the organization's president Nawat cooking in the kitchen. So many netizens believe that the caption of the photo was a direct attack to Miss Universe organization and its newly crowned Queen Catriona Gray. Okay, I think it's this one here. Yeah, so they were cooking. I thought it was a video. This was posted, or it said, "Mabuhay real cooking show, LOL." Okay, aside from its literal meaning, the term cooking show can also describe a game or a competition that is rigged in favor of one party over the others. And this is according to Urban Dictionary. While the post did not mention neither Miss Universe nor Gray's name, many of the netizens called out the pageant organization since the photo was uploaded after the Filipino-Australian beauty received the Miss Universe 2018 title. I mean, the fact alone that he said "Mabuhay." So Filipino netizens were irked by the photo and flooded the comments section to call out Miss Grand International for posting it, which many described as a cheap move. Okay, and you will see a lot of this, Filipino fans getting into Mr. Nawat's or MGI's post. Okay, and they were upset. Of course, it's different now with CJ Opiasa. I think that he finally won the Filipinos' good graces again. But with everything that he did in the past, from this comment to Catriona Gray, and also what he did to Nikki Deora, and also the fallout with MJ Lastimosa, you would say, right, that the Filipinos are will be upset. But no, they love Mr. Nawat again. And they love MGI again, I think. Okay. Okay, and so back in 2016, Miss Iceland, Arna, I'm just gonna say Arna. Okay, so she made headlines when she actually withdrew from the organization or from the competition after being told that she needs to lose weight. So she said she was instructed to skip breakfast, to eat only salad for lunch, and drink water at night. So instead of her complying, she quit. Good for her. And she made a powerful statement against toxic beauty standards. And her exit was widely praised and exposed the pageant's troubling body expectations. Okay, so an update. So this was dated October 25, 2016. So there is an update. I'm not sure when it was written, but it looks like still back in 2016. And so Nawat, again, the president of Miss Grand International Organization, has released the following statement to E! News. Okay, so he said, since the start of the pageant, she is one of the delegates who's shown herself to be interesting and with great personality, and all my staff loves to work with her, and she made great impression to the team. It is common that the contestants and staff, they exchange the opinions, they exchange opinions, they communicate, they talk, they discuss, and also ask for comments on how to improve their performance, because this is a beauty pageant and everybody wants to improve their chance in order to win the title. So he added, same like Miss Grand Iceland 2016, she asked some questions and suggestions from our staff, which they replied according to what they think. She may be a little bit fat, and they recommended her in a good way to try to lose some weight in order to improve her chance to win. And then he said this is normal process for the 3 weeks during the pageant. Everyone should know their improvement. Similarly, the staffs give the advice for others who ask them what they should do to improve in order to win, which each of them would get different advice, and no one have any problems and are trying their own way to improve. What Mr. Nawat is saying is that it was one of the staff probably said, oh, she's probably asking for feedback. There is probably some sort of a miscommunication sometimes. My mom and my dad would say things and I'm like, you're not supposed to say that. That's not how you say it here, because then now you're going to get, in trouble if some other people hear you say those things. But it's because they're coming from another culture and the way of communication. Sometimes when you translate from a dialect or a language to another language, it kind of loses that. Again, it's just kind of looking at it on a different point of view. Okay, so that is Miss Arna. Let's look at her Instagram. So she has 343 posts. She is a nursing student. Good for her. I want to make sure that this is her, though. Yeah, she is such a beauty. But that is her Instagram. Okay. And the other fallout that he had that is related to one of our Filipino beauties, is the fallout with MJ Lastimosa. She was actually Miss Universe Philippines 2014. And what happened was that she had kind of like a talk show. I'm not sure if this is a talk show, but it looks like this is one of her this is her YouTube channel, the MJ Lastimosa channel. She had a guest and she was asking questions to a guest, and the guest will have to answer the question. So let's take a listen as to what triggered Mr. Nawat to actually be upset with MJ Lastimosa, because it looks like they kind of became friends. They've been calling each other, they've been meeting. Let's go ahead and play it.
Request kami ng fearless answers from you. No generic answer. Dapat beauty. Worst pageant in the Philippines.
Huy!
Sige na, fearless ito. Hindi ka namin i-quote, promise. Wait. Miss Grand? Ano? International o Philippines? Philippines! And international!
Okay. So here she was asking the guest, what is the worst pageant? Beauty pageant. And the answer was Miss Grand. And then so she asked a follow-up question and she said, is it Miss Grand Philippines or international? And so the guest said, both. And then they started laughing, right? And of course, Mr. Nawat was so mad. And this is what he said on TikTok Live.
Get to Indonesia and ask me favor the ticket, favor going inside, backstage to doing the clip or even interview myself. I help her anything because I'm friendly, I'm appreciate in that time because I think it's friend it must be better than others. So when I went to Manila, anytime we keep calling, we are a good friend, and I help her a lot. Even this year in Vietnam, she came to Ho Chi Minh. She came to watch Miss Grand before she leave from the Hotel Rex Hotel at the lobby. I meet her at the lobby before she leave. A couple days after coronation night, we say, oh, I love you good. Oh, I like Miss Grand. Miss Grand is okay, number one. And then what she said, she played two games. This is her. So the beauty is not from the body, from the face.
Okay, so basically, Mr. Nawat ended their friendship. It looks like they've been friends for some time. They would call each other, and sometimes, if he's in Manila, he calls MJ Lastimosa, and if MJ is in another country like Ho Chi Minh City, in the lobby, they talk just like friends, is what he said. But after MJ Lastimosa was seen, or as we watched it, laughing at a vlog where the guest called MGI the worst pageant, Nawat was so upset that he ended their friendship and he actually banned her from attending all future MGI events. So I thought it was a funny YouTube episode, right? I was laughing at it. I mean, you cannot be onion skinned, or you are always saying things and making fun and making comments about your contestants. And so when someone actually makes fun of you or kind of makes you the joke of the discussion or conversation, you get so mad. So yes, Filipino fans apparently at the time were stunned and shocked, and they called his reaction immature and overly personal. Again, especially considering that MJ's long-standing support of the pageant. I mean, you need to be able to take a joke sometime too, right? I just realized that it seems like more and more of these pageant groups are now being acquired, or maybe are founded by Asian business companies. So, for example, let's look at Miss Universe. So we already discussed that this was acquired by JKN Global Group back in 2022. So I also thought that Anne Jakrajuttatip was the one that owns JKN. She is actually the CEO and also the major shareholder of JKN Global Group. So it was Anne Jakrajuttatip that filed for bankruptcy. It wasn't JKN Global, so we just have to make sure to identify that. And this Thai media conglomerate, Chalerm Yudvidya, and this guy is the founder of the JKN Global Group. And Anne is the face of the company's leadership. Looking at this JKN Global Group, let's see what it says on their company website. So JKN Global Group Public Company Limited, so that's JKN PCL, and its subsidiaries form a dynamic collective excelling in providing services and selling content licenses to stations both in Thailand and internationally. Okay, it stands for Jakafong Network and reflects the visionary leadership of Anne In addition, the company ventures into selling a wide array of products and services and excels in advertising and public relations through their digital TV channel JKN18. They are actively participating in online marketplaces such as Shopee. This is huge too in Asia. I've heard a lot of people talking about Shopee and Lazada. They also do some online activities in TikTok and also Facebook. So these are their services. So of course they have that pageantry, that Miss Universe organization. We've seen that as well when we look at the one for MGI PCL. Right. So I'm not sure if I can still pull it up. Okay, did I close it? Okay, that's fine. And then of course for e-commerce, let's look at our e-commerce in comparison to what MGI has. So at least for e-commerce, it looks like it is a PDF and JKN house brands. So they have, I would say, something to drink. I would say that looks like a ginseng. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, and oh, I really like her too. Ann Scott. Okay, and collagen. Bird's nest. That's right, it's ginseng. Okay. Our Miss Universe or Miss World right now, Opal Sochata, and this is actually Anne's mom. Okay, so let's go down here. There is more photos in here about the product, and it's a matcha green tea. Looks good. I love matcha green tea. More photos of Miss Opal and also Anne's mom. Okay, and cocoa powder. Okay. More green tea. Collagen Plus. What else do they have here? Energy drinks, okay, and that is Anne, and it's a Fiber One product. Also Anne and Miss Opal. And we look at Miss Universe Instagram, right? And I did not see any photos of Opal Sochata in there. I know that she was stripped of her third runner-up title after she received the contract to represent Thailand to Miss World. But I'm glad that she still has this advertisement in here. And then that is again Anne. And it looks like it's some dietary supplements in here. And this is a toothpaste. So I say, is it a competition to MGI's products? There is a Hair Plus Now. And it's for hair. Okay, go down here. And products for, it says a shower, and this one is, okay, couldn't tell what that is, and it seems like this one is something to eat. Okay, like a food product. Oh, this one looks like, what's it, salmon, or is it for fish? And more products here. Okay, I'd like to try some of their products, to be honest with you. If I see it in the Asian store, I'll buy some and then I'll let you know how good it is, or if it's good or if it's not. And also, of course, some photos here. Some more beauty products that we can see. It says Care, Empowering Beauty Inside and Out. And then Balanced Nutrition, Wellness. So, you know, more of those products and Healthier Life. Okay, great. So it's very, very similar to what MGI has on, you know, on their product line. So anyways, so that's for Miss Universe. And then Miss International is also owned by Akimi Shimomura. He is the owner and the founder, and he is a Japanese entrepreneur. So Akimi here played a key role in organizing the competition in its early stages. The Miss International organization has its roots in Japan. It also operates as a global pageant with very strong Asian influence. So Miss International, which I have not heard in a very long time. Look at their Instagram. And Miss International 2024 is actually from Vietnam. Here she is. Okay, and also this is a historical win for Vietnam. It says this is Vietnam's first ever win in the history of Miss International. Wow. So a lot of firsts. Okay, great. So this Miss International here, it was created to promote international goodwill and cultural exchange. And it is well known and very highly respected in the Asian continent. And it is actually one of the big 5 major international beauty pageants. And the event is now overseen by International Cultural Association, and that is headquartered in Japan. BO is that Bolivia. So the winner is from Vietnam. The first runner-up is from Bolivia. Second runner-up is from Spain. Venezuela, of course. My goodness, did I miss that one? Venezuela. And then let's look at Sophie. And then Sophie is from Indonesia. So great. So those are your 2024 Miss International winners. Another beauty pageant organization is called Miss Earth. And this was actually founded by Carlos de Los Angeles, and he is Filipino. And it was founded back in 2001, and it emphasizes on environmental awareness and protection. And it focuses on advocacy of environmental causes. Okay, so this is Miss Earth's Instagram, and 2024 Miss Earth is Jessica Lane from Australia. And so while Miss Earth is an international competition, it has a strong foundation in the Philippines, and it is often regarded as a homegrown pageant. So contestants from various Asian countries have historically excelled in this event, especially from the Philippines. I mean, we have lots and lots of beauty winners, beauty pageant winners coming from the Philippines. The other beauty pageant company is actually called Miss Asia Pacific International. Miss Asia Pacific International. I like looking at Instagram better than Facebook because Instagram, it's just gonna take you to the pictures right away. This Miss Asia Pacific International was again founded by Carlos de Los Angeles. He is the same Filipino entrepreneur behind Miss Earth. So it is a beauty pageant platform, and it celebrates diverse cultures, of course, values, and beauty across the Asia Pacific region. This is their Instagram once again. They actually have the application. It says the search is on for the next Miss Asia Pacific International 2025. It says apply now. And of course, the last one, and we've talked so many times about it, is the one that was founded by Nawat Itsaragrisil, and that is Miss Grand International. So looking at all these organizations, you can only wonder why Asian business corporations why are they so interested in these international beauty pageant organizations? So the very first thing that comes into mind, looking at all their products, commercialization of the pageantry world, I feel like it is more for brand visibility and global marketing. Pageants offer international media exposure. Just look at what happened with MGI. And this allows companies to showcase their brands across dozens of countries in a single event. So when they sponsor or own a pageant, like for example JKN and MGI, it helps them position their brands as global players. Even if their products are not selling, let's say internationally, really, well, it is selling in some areas, Asia Pacific region, because I haven't seen Beauty Locks in the US. I go to a department store, I haven't seen Beauty Locks. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, if I missed it, but I have not. My experience, I have not. So these businesses, these big businesses, they can actually insert their products into pageant content, from, I would say, cosmetics to fashion to wellness. We've seen that one. We've discussed it earlier on this video. Services, hotels, wellness, I mean, everything. Jewelry, aesthetics, medical clinics, aesthetic clinics. And this actually reaches the diverse and loyal fan base. The other reason too, I would say, that they are into this international beauty pageant organization is, of course, the soft power and the national pride that comes from it. So in Asia, countries like Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, I said this one on previous videos, pageantry is a point of national pride. Okay, and as we support pageants, it reinforces the country's image as a hub of beauty, hospitality, and also for tourism. Events like this actually do elevate cultural diplomacy, especially when contestants promote their country on global stages. Tourism promotion, host countries, that's why we have host countries, right? And cities use pageants to boost tourism and hospitality. So events are really held in high-profile venues, and they are broadcasted globally, and it showcases local culture, the landscapes, hospitality, and infrastructure. Another reason is economic opportunity. They are all related. Now that I'm saying it, they are all related. For economic opportunity, of course, it generates revenues for these huge business corporations, and the revenues are generated through licensing deals, maybe sponsorships, broadcasting rights, right? Because you need to buy those ones as well. Merchandising is number one, and also another one that I would see as a reason why these companies are banking on this beauty pageant is, of course, also celebrity and influencer networks. So these organizations create influencers who are followed by millions. So for example, for Rachel Gupta here, because I still have her open on my Instagram, it says 1.4 million followers. So who else do I have here? This is Miss Grand Vietnam. She's got 1 million followers. Influencers, they are asset for beauty, for skincare, of course, for fashion, and also for wellness. I mean, just looking at Miss Vietnam's Instagram here. Sorry, I think this one is Dior, and it's a paid partnership. And if we look at here, there she is. Again, it's a paid partnership. Lastly, the reason why these commercial companies are onto these organizations is also, of course, for platform control and agenda setting. So that owning or heavily sponsoring beauty pageants, it gives their businesses the power to set narratives, align with causes, and of course control the representation of beauty standards and cultural values. And that's why Mr. Nawat would get a huge backlash when he starts attacking his beauty contestants, because they are setting these standards for beauty, standards for fashion. For JKN Global Group, they actually rebranded Miss Universe to be more inclusive and diverse, and that is aligning with progressive branding and PR strategies. So guys, that's the world of beauty, and that is actually where Mr. Nawat Itsaragrisil thrives. And so whether you hate him, you love him, or you hate him, I think that he did great for himself. He did great for his family. We love Cinderella's story. It seems like his is a Cinderella story. Of course, there are those times that kind of go, okay, you should have been a little bit more careful, probably chose your words better. But everybody's got the rights to their own opinions. So that if you feel like you don't want to hear it, then just don't watch it. So That is Mr. Nawat Itsaragrisil, and let me know what your thoughts about him. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next episode of One Hot Topic. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, as it helps in the algorithm and also in growing this channel. Thank you so much.